Hello, sweet friends. How are you today? I hope this video is so much fun for you and that you'll hang out while I transform this little blank wood bunny from Hobby Lobby. We're going to do some fun texture on it. And I have an exciting announcement too about my DIY membership group being open. So let me get over here, make sure I can see everybody. If you're on my text list, you did not get a text because it's a little late at night, but it's always fun to be on here late night with y'all. Sometimes, okay, let me turn this down, make sure so y'all say hello. I'm so glad you're hanging out with me. It's more fun if you chat with me. That's why I love coming live. I love chatting with you. I sound a little raspy. I'm getting over some crud. Yesterday was the worst that my voice sounded, but today I'm feeling better. I'm just a little winded. So if you're like, oh, she's breathing so deep. Let's see. Okay, there I am. I found myself, turn myself down. Hey, Jamie, but likely, some of you are already watching live, but likely for the people that are watching this part on the replay, I'm still glad you're watching. If you're watching on the replay, I just want you to know I do chat, and this is real time. If that's not your thing, you can go to my video library. I have some short to the point videos there. Also, if you're catching this replay on YouTube, so you may see this video on YouTube as well, please know that the keywords that I might prompt my live viewers with tonight, meaning if I tell them to type a word and they're going to get an auto response from me, will not work over on YouTube, but you can check the YouTube description. Okay, I had to get that out of the way. That's all of my announcements. Okay, so tonight we are making over, because bunnies everywhere, right? Can y'all believe? Okay, so if you hadn't heard the announcement, Easter is March 31st. So it feels a little early this year, but we got to get all those Easter crafts in and get everybody's houses already. I know some people are just really anxious for spring, and so am I. For those that are just hopping on, I apologize for my voice. It's a little raspy. I'm getting over some crud, and might sound a little winded. I've got my water and I got a cough drop here just in case. But y'all hang out with me tonight, and it's so good to see you too, Maria and Nicole. This is the best medicine for me. I don't know how many of y'all feel that way, but it is the best medicine to either spend time with y'all or get in my studio and craft something. So I've got a couple exciting announcements for y'all tonight when we get started. We are working with something that I have been playing with my Creative Nest group. Some texture crackle paste, and it is phenomenal. I've done a couple projects. This is one that we did. This is a Dollar Tree book that we made over with one of my new printables for Easter. I'm going to show you that. Okay, so I'm going to show you the new printable collection. I'm going to tell you about a special offer I have for my Nest membership. Okay, in case you've ever been interested, it would be a really good month for you to try it because we're turning one. So I have a really cool discount offer for you. That link may be in front of you when you hopped on. So I'm going to show you that, and we're going to make over this bunny. So let's go ahead. This one came from Hobby Lobby, and it's wooden, and it actually is more like a shelf sitter because it stands up on its own. There's so much you could do with these. They're just a blank slate, but on sale, original price is $4.49. So on sale, it's a pretty decent little price for a little bunny about this size. And I'm going to come back to this in a minute whenever I show off all the new Easter printable, the new Easter Blessings printable collection. And I'll show you more about that and then tell you about my Creative Nest while we're talking tme because it's just a special thing that's going to expire in about a week. So I want to make sure that everybody hears about it in case it's your thing. Let me go ahead and get this sticker off. Oh, usually the stickers, we hit it with blow dryer. Usually the stickers come off pretty easy, but this one's being a little stubborn. I'm gonna heat it up and see if it peels right off. Oh, happy birthday, Terry. Hey, Helena in Canada. Sorry, this is really loud. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to get that, hopefully this sticker will come off, or we're just gonna flip this thing over and do the other side, because I'm only gonna do one side with y'all tonight anyway. Usually these really do come off a lot easier. Oh well, I'm not fighting with that for any longer, so let's just do this side. Let me pull my sleeves up. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a coat of plaster. Hey, the Chippy Farmhouse is watching. Hey, Tabitha. It is $4.49 originally, but you would get it, on the Easter sale at Hobby Lobby. That's where it's from, Hobby Lobby. So just over $2, which is not bad. I've got the color plaster, which I think I've glued shut. Oh my goodness gracious. I should have gotten that open before I got on live. I had to give it some muscle. Okay, I got the color plaster by Waverly, so I'm just going to give that. Like I said, I'm showing off this texture paste that I have become quite obsessed with We've done a couple projects, like I showed the little book in my membership group, which is what I'm talking about a little bit tonight because we're turning a year old and I have a special offer. But this is a Crackle paste, so that's it with antiquing wax. And this is kind of the finish that we're going for today. I did this on a thrifted frame. Look how pretty that is. So that's what we're going for here tonight. And I'm going to show you how I got that because I have just been loving this product so much. And I'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. I am, Sue. I'm up late with you, which is the best. Let me get a good brush here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get on we're just going to do one side of this bunny. I am going to do the other side, but look, that tag was being a little stubborn. So we're going to worry about that later. So this plaster is just like an off-white if y'all have never used this color. I'm just going to go ahead and get the little edges too. And I might have to get a little brush to get down in there real quick. But I'm going to be able to move on to putting this Crackle paste on while this is still wet. So we won't have to wait for any drying there. But then we'll speed up the drying process of that Crackle. So wait till you see what it looks like. I'm going to just give you just like an inside view, just like I do the members in my Creative Nest. We look at new products all the time and it's super fun. And we have played with this a couple times and I'm loving it so much, like I said. Okay, so I'm going to get a smaller brush just to get down in behind those little ears. And then I'll pull out this paste and let y'all see it. It is a Tim Holtz brand, the paste is. If y'all have never seen it, we talk about those distressing inks all the time. It's on the same aisle at Hobby Lobby. And I'm pretty sure you could order it online too. And again, I'm sorry for my raspy voice. I'm getting over the crud. But this is the best medicine. And so I am happy to be here with you tonight. And I will answer some questions throughout the night, so y'all still feel free to chat with each other in the comments. That's always fun too. Let me get a little brush. And I am located, if you're a first-time viewer, I'm located in my home studio in North Louisiana. One of the many states in the United States right now that doesn't know what season it's in. So... whether it's going to be 40 degrees outside or 70, but it's still a lovely state. Okay, so I got down in there. Like I said, we don't have to wait for this paste to dry. In fact, you can tint this paste. I'm about to show it to you. You can tint it with different color paints. Let me pull my water here. Oh, I'm feeling much better. I sound worse than I am. One of those things. Hey, Anna, J&A Woodcrafts in the house. He is thick, so he's a good sitter. He's a shelf sitter all on his own, which means you don't have to finagle anything to give him an easel to stand on or anything like that. And so yeah, he's good to go. He just sits up just like that. And works out. So just one little coat of plaster, and that's, like I said, still drying. I'm going to do the same finish to the other side when I get that little rascally tag off. It'll be off camera, not with y'all, but okay, let's move to this distress paste. Have you seen this distress Crackle paste on the Tim Holtz aisle at Hobby Lobby? This is what it looks like hanging on the shelf. I try to do my best and keep the packaging and everything so y'all can see it. $5.99 is the price. It is a mixed medium, but you can use it on wood, paper, whatever. So this is what the little jar looks like. So you get a good bit. Get 3 ounces for $5.99. I've used it on, like I said, I used it on this bunny book, and we did some distressing ink. I'll give you a close-up of that. And then I used it on this picture frame. Let's just see, we have some more people that have popped on. So I used it on this picture frame, and just look at that crackle and that texture. So that's what we're going to do on this little bunny tonight. So here's what it looks like. Let me give you a close-up. When you open it up, it's thick enough that if I turn it upside down, it's not going to come out. It does suggest, like on the instructions, it says apply the paste to a surface with a palette knife and allow it to dry. You can also colorize or tint it by mixing paint or some kind of dyeing inks or something, probably something else in the Tim Holtz line. It says also stain paint or crayon and blend with water. So yeah, so I've used a palette knife to put it on, and that's what I'm going to do tonight with y'all. But I also might grab that little scraper. which is just basically like a giant palette knife. And I might move it around and get some bigger, like movements and stuff. So, okay, that's what it looks like. See, it won't come off my thing. Yes, okay, so I don't know how I haven't seen it before. I've seen some people that have seen it. But, I was like, how did I miss this? Anyway, you just smooth it on just like this. It's not dry yet. Once it dries is when the beautiful cracking happens, see? I don't think I need the bigger one. This is actually giving me a really nice kind of pattern because the texture is gonna mimic what you're putting on it and everything. So I'm not gonna do the sides, though I probably would add a little bit to the sides. I probably will when I go and finish that back side. But I want you to see just how easy. See, I'm just kind of spreading it around. If you want to go a little bit heavier in some spot, the thicker it is, the longer it'll take to dry, but we're about to hit it with some heat. And I'll put a little bit of extra thickness there on that little bunny tail and do a little, maybe a different pattern there. See, I'm going to do a little, we're just going to experiment and see what that looks like. So we got a good bit of coverage here. And so I'm happy with that. And we're actually going to get this dry, get it to crack, and we're going to glaze it with the color sandstone. So that's like more of a tan as compared to plaster. You can see the difference in the tones there. So that'll be really, really pretty. It's going to look a lot like that photo frame. I'll show you what it looks like, how thick it is. It's pretty thin, actually. So that's what it looks like before. Just kind of want to see. $7.95 on Amazon, Amy said. So $5.99 at Hobby Lobby, $7.95 on Amazon. And I'm going to hold it up for you one more time. Crackle paste. It says it's opaque, which means it's not clear. So it is a solid crackle paste. But I'll hold it up there for you one more time. Tim Holtz. In case you are interested. And this is the package it came in. Let me put it back. Let me put it back in its package. That's what you're going to be looking for when you're at the store. Just like that. It's hanging up. And there you go. Okay, let's get some heat going on this. Yes, 3 ounces, Amy. Hey, Jolynn. Like, I'm sorry. I sound like... I'm annoyed to hear myself talk right now. You know, when you have that sicky voice. Crafting made me feel better yesterday, Lisa said, and crafting is making me feel better today. Yes. So, normally I air dry all my paints and stuff in case I'm trying to intentionally crackle something. And it just happens tonight that we are using Crackle medium. So we're going to use some heat. People ask me often, I like to repeat myself, why I don't use heat that much. And it's only because a lot of my background is from painting furniture before I did a lot of smaller crafts. And I was just always very careful to not accidentally crack the paint or products that I was using on furniture unless it was supposed to be. So I just always would air dry or let it dry naturally. And it's just a crafting habit of mine. So you do you, but that's exactly why I don't do that. I'm going to keep this on low so that I don't have to holler. But y'all give me some time and I'm going to... Gotta miss a spot under his chin. It's okay if you don't get the paste everywhere. It's about 95% covered, and the other parts, it's just gonna add to the texture. So wait till you get this to crack. Okay, so while we're heating this up, let me tell you, if you had a link in front of you, whenever you hopped on, it was because I have a special offer for my DIY group. It's called the Creative Nest. I don't talk about it that much, but we're turning a year old in March. And so leading into the beginning of March, I have a very special offer that I've never done before. And so if you can either use that link you saw or you can comment the word club, C-L-U-B, and you'll see the discount code. There's a discount code that says Nest 11. And you can try your first month inside my Creative Nest for $11. And anyway, there's more info for you if you just want to click that link and read around to see what all is in the group. But it's an amazing group. And we would love to have you become a Nest sister. But that's my exciting announcement. So it's just like, it's almost like a trial membership, you know, except for it's just discounted majorly. So I wanted to talk about that and then finish this bunny with y'all tonight. Over there, we do lots of in-depth techniques. Thank you. 1 year. I can't believe it, Christina. It's so fun to celebrate those things. We do, oh, it's cracking, y'all. It's so pretty. But there's lots of exclusive content and the printables. The printables, y'all. And I'm going to show y'all some more about those in a little while since I'm not using them tonight. But this is the newest collection. It's called the Easter Blessings collection. I'll tell you more about that towards the end. Ooh, we're getting some pretty crackle. I know. I can't believe it's been a year. It's such a wonderful group. Sweet, sweet ladies. We Zoom craft together once a month. We have a master class every month with a guest presenter. We've done all kinds of great stuff. Oh my gosh, it's been fabulous. And then the master class is like really something very specific. Like some of you ladies that are in the group, let's say, like we'll deep dive and have a guest come in and teach and focus on certain subjects, like the Cricut, or the Cricut machine, or floral arranging, wreath making, candle making. It's just specific. If you comment the word club, you're going to get a link sent to your inbox, and you're going to be able to read all about the Creative Nest. And it's going to tell you at the very top to remind you about your discount code if you'd like to try your first month for only $11. And so then you can try it, see if it's for you. You can cancel anytime. It's just I'm telling you, it's an amazing group. I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of what's offered in there, and I'm proud of the community, and the ladies are just the sweetest. We have about 300 ladies over there right now, and it still feels like such a tight-knit, sweet community. So just an offer. It's not a must. I still do lots of fun stuff here on the main page, but it's just an extra something that I do, and I wanted to tell you about it, especially since you could try your first month for $11 if you wanted. The schedule, Josie, that's a great question. My schedule for inside that group is announced about a week before the new month, every month. And so you can put it if you want to try to show up live, but everything's available for replay. Everything. The majority of people get to watch the replay. We never have anything that could not be caught on replay. All right, we're almost done cracking. Hey, Lee, how are you? The Turquoise Valentine in the house, too. Roxy has been with me since I started. It's been incredible. So it's like I said, it's just an option, an opportunity for you if you want to go deeper either in community with us, or you really want to deep dive into the techniques. So we talk about new products, we experiment with things like this Crackle paste. And it's just another level. It's just a deeper level for the ladies over there. So I'm getting some good heat trying to make this crackle. Wait till you see this close up. Thank you, Anna. Oh, you did a bunny like this, Lee? This is so cute. I thought there's so much I could do. I'm just going to keep it simple tonight and do this fun texture because I'm so sorry for my voice, y'all. It's cracking. Because I've just really loved this Crackle paste so much. Woo! Let me put heat on a couple more spots, but look at that goodness. Oh my gosh, is that not the coolest? And wait till we glaze over it. Oh, Teresa said she feels like she hit the lottery. She called me live for the first time. That's amazing. I don't have a set live schedule. Well, I do show up live on average, about once a week. I do a lot of pre-recorded videos for y'all, so you can always go check out my video library either here on YouTube or my blog at hammondsnest.com. But I'm a homeschooling mama. I'm pretty busy. And so I just get live when I can. And so you just never know. Oh, this is so pretty. Hey, Carolyn. Okay, I think we're good and dry. We're ready to glaze. So let's see what we can do here. All right. Stick this in here. I have, Renee. I actually used to sell Dixie Belle back in 2015 to 2020 when I had a vintage market store. I used to have a brick and mortar store and a DIY studio, and 2020 was back when I came online. So I do love the Dixie Belle Crackle medium. I also love the Valspar Crackle medium. And I just like this one because it's a Crackle paste. So like we're going to be able to glaze over it and everything. It's so cool looking. So cool, y'all. I did not. My daughter ordered this on, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I feel so unhip right now. Shein. Shein. She ordered this on Shein. Okay. I'm going to put just a little bit of this sandstone color on the plate. Just a little bit. I don't need much because I'm making a little glaze. So this is the sandstone by Waverly. So it's really just like a tan in comparison to the white and the off-white. I'm going to set that. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just water. That's what's in this Mr. bottle. Hey, Mandy in the house too from Western Grace. I'm so glad all my friends are hanging out tonight. Okay, so I am going to just give a little swirl to this. So now I've got this sandstone colored, what do we call this? You know, with the little cold that I have, my brain doesn't work as fast either. Color wash, color wash. So I'm gonna go ahead, now that we're dry, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna color wash right over this. It's gonna get down in those cracks. If I wanted even more depth, I could do a antiquing glaze like I did on this little book, because this was used with the same Crackle medium. Same kind of general steps. But we're going to get all this put on here, and then we're just going to wipe it back a little bit. So we're just letting it get down in those crevices. I do think it'd be pretty to do. I have some wax here in case I was like, oh, I want a little bit more depth, and I really love the antiquing wax. But let's go ahead and wipe this back. What do y'all think? Y'all, let me show you what it looks like after I wipe it back. Y'all tell me, you think it needs a little bit of antiquing glaze? It's gonna change the look now. It's gonna make it go really deeper. So this one, I think I put that one on a little bit heavier, but look how pretty that is. I think the antiquing wax is gonna be I don't know, I just love antiquing wax. I have this one and I have Waverly's Folk Art Home Decor Wax. I think we should do some of this. Let's see. Let's just put a little bit on the plate, shall we? And let's move it around and let's see. Let's see what we can do here. I'm just going to go around the edges first and see how I like that. I'm being very sporadic and just putting some of this glaze along the edges, and I'm going to wipe it. And then if I don't like that, then I'm going to put it over the whole thing. Playing with finishes is so fun. Now, I didn't think about this. The paint is still a little bit wet, but it gives it some extra dimension. Let's just kind of pat it and see what we come up with. This is the fun experimental playing. I think we definitely need like a little bit heavier up here. Oops, I still had, you know what I realized I did? I used the same paintbrush. That's why I'm like, why does it got so much paint on it? Okay, it'll all go with the look. So this kind of gives it a little bit more outline and dimension. So I think that's really pretty. I feel like we could just do like a little bit here and there and not cover the whole thing, but just give it some spots. So let's do that, and let's just kind of get that to go in. Let's just play. I'm liking it though. And we're going to keep it very, very simple. I have some simple florals and simple fabric here just to put. And like I said, I'm going to finish the edges and the other side off camera because I want to display him. And I just love all the color variations. So I'm just using this baby wipe and I'm just melding it into the colors here. It's getting down in some of those cracks. It's very pretty. I think I want just a little bit heavier here. And when you're doing this, you know, less is always more. You can always add more. You can't take away too much. You can paint over it, but it's easier just to kind of start and then, and I like shading around the edges. I think that's looking good. This almost gonna look like we're giving him a little nose. But what do y'all think about that? Isn't that pretty? So you just got like a little bit of grunginess happening. I think that's good. I feel like he needs just, see when I show it to y'all, I can see what he kind of needs. I'll put a little bit in the center And don't ever overthink when you're doing distressing techniques, y'all. You just gotta kind of go with it and let it kind of work out. There we go. That looks good. I think that's good. So now we've got this. Let me give y'all a close-up of this beautiful crackle. Like, look at that texture. Is that not phenomenal? Beautiful. Okay, so go run, get you some Crackle paste. Mandy at Western Grace, she says, love him. And I think I was on the phone with you, Mandy, and I was like, I got some of this Crackle paste. Have you ever heard of it? She was like, yes, I used it. I used it last year. And I was like, how have I never heard of this? And I don't know. Now it's like my new favorite thing because I just feel, I don't know, I like it a lot. I'm going to want to keep adding antiquing wax, but sometimes less is more. So if you love playing with texture, the bunny is just a wood bunny. Look, I couldn't get the tag off the back from Hobby Lobby. $4.49 originally, so like, I don't know, $2 or something like that. Yay, Anna from J&A says she's going to be trying this. Okay, so we're going to just put a little dry. Let me just get it a little dry real quick. Oh, I didn't even mention, so I've been talking about the Creative Nest. Like, if you want to join us, you can type the word club and you'll get a link with all the info. At the top, you're going to see where I have a special discount code to celebrate 1 year of our group. You can try it out for your first month at a discounted price. You'll see all that on there. But did you know that you get all of my printables? Every single printable I design, you have access to the entire printable library. That's just one of the perks besides all the extra lives and exclusives. And so the printables that I'm showing y'all tonight from the Easter Blessings collection would be included in that. So I needed to make the offer to you first to join us, and then I was going to show you the printables. So I needed to do it in that order. Okay. Now I'm not going to seal this, but if I did need to seal it, for any reason, I would just seal it with some polyacrylic or some spray or some Mod Podge or something like that. So we're good and dry. And let me show you these printables. Okay, so we used some of this texture. We went really heavy on the antiquing wax. This is a Dollar Tree book that we just made vintage, and we decoupaged one of the little bunnies. So the printable bundle. So let's pretend like you care nothing about being in the Creative Nest. That's okay. It wouldn't be for everyone. But if you want some printables to get crafty with, this is the Easter Blessings bundle, and you will get a 4x6, 5x7, 8x10 of each one of these designs that you see here, all in PDF and JPEG. So you get 20, how many is that? 22? So 4 times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24. You get 24 files total. And of course you can also resize them, but look, got this bunny, that's the one on the book. Got the 3 crosses with the beautiful lilies at the bottom. And you can comment the word blessings and you'll get a link to buy these if you'd like. It's $5.99 for the bundle. So that's why I said if you're even curious about joining us in the Creative Nest, you would get these if you joined us for that first month for $11, and you could try out the group and get the bundle. But $5.99 if you just want the printable bundle. And it's really beautiful. I can't wait to show y'all some ideas with these. And like I said, the book is the first thing that I did. And the fun thing about printables like this is they can just be popped in a frame. Like for easy decor, you could have one frame that you change out and you do all the time. So there's that. So you can comment club if you want some info. You can comment blessings if you're just interested in the printables. But if you join us inside the Creative Nest, you're going to get the printables anyway. So those are your 2 options there. Okay, I'm done. I have to tell you. So now we're going to move on, and I'm going to get y'all to help me decide which florals. I got this little can at Walmart for $3. It's on clearance, probably at a lot of people's Walmarts. But aren't these pretty? I don't know. It was an impulse buy this afternoon. But I also have these Dollar Tree florals that I showed y'all that would be really pretty. And I have some greenberry sprigs. So I'm kind of thinking I love the vibe of this dried floral look a lot more than this. So I'm thinking that, but y'all tell me if you think I'm wrong. And then I'm either thinking like pop a green for that or just keep it plain and do a little Osnaburg bow. So green or Osnaburg, all the choices. Becky, I made the book in my private group. So I was just showing you the end results because these are the kind of tutorials we do a lot of exclusive tutorials in there. I like this dried too. So I'm thinking maybe just this with just a simple little Osnaburg bow, like not overdo it. How about that? Y'all know I love my Osnaburg anyway. Matches everything just about that I do. So it works out fine. So we'll keep it super, super simple. Oh, y'all went crazy over my mug stand. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad y'all love this. So I have this little vintage mug stand that I shared a picture of that I turned into my little scissor tower here. And y'all just love that idea. It was a great kind of upcycle, repurpose. And so I'm loving having it in the studio here. Let me go ahead and, we're not going to need much Osnaburg because we're going to make such a little bow. So let's just go ahead and rip that. This Osnaburg is a lot like muslin. I think actually technically maybe even a type of muslin. So we're going to have that. And we're going to cut some of this off from this. I think that's going to be the prettiest. I think we're going to need 4 of them. Let me see if I got some. Hey, Kimberly. Well, look at you late night. Just got hubby back from getting all his teeth pulled. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I am so sorry, Kimberly. Hey, Josie in Mississippi. You looked at Goodwill today? Well, they are in the thrift stores quite often, so keep an eye out. Because there was all kinds of ideas. People said they use them for jewelry stands, for like jewelry displays. I know I've seen them in stores, people putting jewelry on them, but they make the perfect little scissor stand. The short ones hold my little scissors and the big ones hold my, yeah, I like this. This is pretty. Let me see if I want to layer it. It's hard for me not to use the green because it's so pretty. I love green. Okay, I feel like I'm going to layer it now because I'm trying not to be too matchy. I just kind of want to feel like a swag that's not really overthought. And then that's going to be really pretty. So I just think green just is beautiful. Okay, I got a light duty stapler. I'm going to try to make that work. Just pop. Covered in threads here, y'all. I'm so thankful that y'all decided to hang out with me tonight and see this come together. Let me go ahead and get the green down first. I'm going to try to make it fall a little bit differently. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Oh, thank you, Anna. Ditto. She said everything I do is beautiful. I have to say that you do as well, ma'am. All right, so I'm just trying to see kind of how this little swag is going to fall, and I don't want it to be matchy-matchy. So I'm not trying to get like this. I'm trying to do more like odd numbers. So let's see. Okay, I feel like it needs to go off to the left here. And I got to make sure the staple goes in. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I just laid down some florals to give it just like before I put this bow on the top. And I am going to cheat. I'm going to use my little bow maker. How big do I want my bow? About this wide. This is how wide my bow is going to be. And I know that because I'm going to hold it up. My friend, Mr. Steven, over at Stowe Creek Woodworks makes these. And they are so fun. They're just a piece of wood with little holes drilled. And you can whip up a quick, I don't think that's going to be how big I need. You can whip up a quick little shoestring-like bow, but it's just, it's made a little differently. I don't know how to describe it. It's just made differently. Okay. Let me make sure this is going to be the size that I want. See when it comes off the bow maker? It's just the cutest. So I think that I need a little bit of this laid down first. I'll tatter the ends just a smidge there. I'm going to lay this extra piece down that I just cut off the bow just to help cover up some of the staples. Because some of it is getting covered up, but not all of it. So I'm just going to lay that down as one layer. And I'm going to come back on top and glue this little bow in place, and we are finished up. Just like that, y'all. I think this is the sweetest. I love the simplicity. and I knew that y'all would enjoy the textured finish class tonight. And so we've got some green, we've got those dried florals happening, just like a little bit of everything, and it's very, very pretty. So just like that, our little bunny is complete. Like I said, I'm going to add some antiquing wax. I'm going to make the sides and the back of this look just like this. I'll make him reversible, depending, because he's a sitter. So, you know, wherever I end up putting him, I want to be able to, you know, flip him around. So I'll have to finish that off. So just reminders tonight, our keywords. If you're watching this replay on YouTube, a reminder, the keywords will not work for you. You will need to check the description for the links that I'm talking about. But the keywords for tonight here on Facebook, thank y'all for hanging out with me live. Our club, if you want to know more about the special offer for our 1-year anniversary and my Creative Nest membership, where we do lots of DIY exclusive fun over there and you get all the printables. Or you can just comment the word blessings and you'll get the link to buy the Easter Blessings printable that I showed off. So, and I didn't even use one of those in tonight's craft, but I will. I'll talk about it more over the next couple weeks, the printable bundle, and we'll do some fun projects. But I really enjoyed this. I love how he turned out. And now my daughter, yes, I would do the same exact thing I just saw real quick. It's coming fast, but Lisa said, would you put a bow on the back side too? Yes. So I would finish this side just like I did this and then finish off those thick sides so that it all matches and it just looks like one continuous piece. So I don't ever know how I'm going to use something, but if it's possible and the back looks just like the front, sometimes I will either do something double-sided or if I know that I'm not going to use it that way, that would be different. Like I was going to mount him on a sign or something. I don't have a frame around here, but I think this would be really cute mounted on a frame, just for that dimensional bunny. And then you would need to finish the back, but you could. So it's been fun. Cheryl, I do not wash my Ostenberg before using it. If I was sewing something with it or making something with it different than just ripped bows and stuff, I probably would. All my canvas drop cloth, I do wash ahead of time though. I usually give it a couple washes, no fabric softener, and dry it up. That helps it shrink up and kind of preps it for crafting. But I don't usually do the Ostenberg, but I know some people have. If I was doing a sewing project, yes, I would pre-wash it. Oh, yeah. So if you had your husband hold his fingers out like this, it would be a lot like this, and you'd be able to make a bow on it. And the way that it goes, it's just the way, after I've done it a couple times, it's like I could do it with my eyes closed. But it's just a wonderful little jig. And my friend gifted it to me, I think it was last year for my birthday. And before that, I would do everything by hand. And he's like, give it a try. And I've loved it ever since. So, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Hey, Anita Sheffield, welcome. Welcome. So, tonight was just a little special because I did have an exciting announcement about celebrating the year in the Creative Nest. I can't believe it's been a year. It's an amazing group over there. If you have been at all curious in the last year when you've heard me talk about it here and there, please give it a try. Use the code NEST11 and you'll be able to try your first month for $11, which is 50% discount. So it's a really special offer that I've never done before. I would love to have you as a Nest sister. I would love for you to, sure, Bridget. I would love for you to, let's make a green one this time. She asked if I could make the bow one more time. But I would also love for you just to, you know, come enjoy the community because it's something special, I tell you. All right, let me get this end piece off here real quick. So I could even do a double bow, which is pretty fun too. Sometimes I've done this before, like I'll double it up so it's extra thick. And so you pull it, it's kind of hard to see from here. I pull it around. This right here stays stationary. This piece goes and gets tucked under here, you see? So if I broke it down for you, it would get tucked under here. It would get brought over the top and it would get shoved right here where my finger is. So it's kind of hard for you to see and to see how it all works out. But, oh, I think I got the fabric backwards. Whoops. That's my bad. Because this is not a double-sided fabric. So let's try with another one. I was thinking I was going to be all fancy and double it up for y'all, but because this is not a homespun fabric, it does not have the same print on the side. So let me do it on this one. And I'll do it one more time before y'all leave me. So, all right, piece of fabric. Let's do a double one just because. So double the fabric here. Let's make a bigger one. Let's go just a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're pulling it around. Here, I told you this hand stays still. This one's tucking under. This one's coming over and through. And once you do it a couple times, I do. Some people make like ones with a foam block and wooden dowels, like floral foam, and stick 2 dowels in it. And you can make a bow like that. So this one's going to be a double looped bow. And so that means you're going to have double loops. So you'll have to pull those loops. Once it comes off the bow maker, it's done. You just have to fluff it. And so then I could trim my little tails, and then you've got a little double loop bow. And it's just different than taking it and tying it like a shoestring. I don't know exactly. It's just a certain kind of knot. Then if you just wanted a single one and a smaller one, look. He does sell these, by the way. My friend, he's a neighbor up the road. He has a Shopify store called Stowe Creek Woodworks. S-T-O-W-E. Stowe Creek Woodworks. I think they're like $11 or something already done. But see how cute? And then you just trim the tails. It's just a little bitty cutie bow. It looks even cooler with wired ribbon and stuff too. And you can do it with wired ribbon, 2.5 inch. I think the ones he sells now have bigger dowels with them. So anyway, just a little fun demo. Thanks for asking. That was fun. Hey, Cindy Putz, you just missed me live, but you can catch the replay. See all the things we talked about. Kimberly, thank you. All right, I'm going to let y'all run. I'm going to let y'all go enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. And let's see what we can get into. It's Easter. Easter is on. Hey, Sweet Tea Chalkin in the house. Easter's on, y'all. So next couple weeks, that's happening. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight live, you guys. Y'all are amazing. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.